So Parent Nation is a network of resources and support helping parents along their journey of raising their children.
It was founded by Dr. Dana Susskind, inspired by the release of her book, Parent Nation, Unlocking Every Child's Potential, Fulfilling Society's Promise.
And she joins us now with more. Thank you for coming in, Dr. Susskind. It's important to know that you're not just an author, you're an actual active doctor, still trying to help us in society get better. But this Parent Nation, we were talking in the break, is such an important key to making sure that our future is brighter, but we do not pay attention to the important parts, the children, the raising the children, making sure that they have the support system that they need. What can we do better?
You know, there are so many things that we can do better in this country, but I think it starts with the recognition that the well-being of our children depends on the support for our parents, and reframing it. In this country, we think about having a child like, I've heard, like having a puppy.
Yeah.
It's all on you. But really, parents are shaping the next generation of teachers, lawyers, bus drivers, newscasters, and we
Doctors.
Doctors too, right? And that we want to support these important brain builders from day one, and we just really abandon them. But yeah.
And I think so many parents are just trying to get through the day, especially like we're talking about those first 5 years. It's overwhelming. It's a lot of work. But it's not just the day-to-day. You have to be instilling stuff in your kids so early on. What's a parent to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we have convinced parents that raising the next generation is a go-it-alone phenomenon. I mean, look, only parents and caregivers raise their children, but we have no societal supports, especially in those early years. I mean, we're the only developed nation without paid leave, without high-quality childcare, without workplace flexibility, without, you know, child credits or living wages. I mean, we abandon parents when they could most use it and when their children could most benefit from it.
Well, the African proverb says it takes a village to raise a child. Okay, so what can we do? I mean, we have raised attention about the unpaid, you know, the not having paid leave. We've raised all of these issues, but still no movement forward.
Yeah.
What more do we need to do?
And I actually like to, you know, I've heard reframing the village. It takes a village. Only parents can raise their children. It takes a village to support parents in doing that important work. And I really think it's about bringing our voices collectively together. I mean, it's been framed as a political issue. This is not a political issue. In our country, all parents love their kids. They want the best for their kids. If we brought our voices together and really push forward, not just our policymakers, but our workplaces, to really start viewing parents in the important role they are and giving them the societal supports for the benefit of our children, it could make a huge difference.
You've got the book, and there's also an accompanying newsletter that parents can adhere to too. What are you helping parents find exactly?
Yeah, so the book, you know, is one thing, but really the ideas are what I want to see manifested in the world. And I have incredible partners at the University of Chicago and across the country where we're anybody can go to parentnation.org website, and there are resources, free downloadable resources to bring your community together. We like to call it the 3 Fs, to find community. So many parents feel alone. Forge collective identity. There is more that unites us than separates us. And then fight for change. And we don't give policy prescriptions. I mean, I know what I believe, but really pushing forward change in your community.
Teaching people how to get their voices out there, is that what you would say more so?
Absolutely. For so long, we've been divided in this area. We need to come together and find the strength of our voice.
What do you think is the single most important topic for parents really to get together on and start working towards change of?
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard thing. Only parents need to be the voice to push it forward, but I think simple things like the recognition that you are not alone, to give yourself grace, and that you deserve and should demand more support from your community and your society.
More people may remember you from your book, 30,000 Words.
30 million words.
30 million words. What has been a response to that, and what has been a response to Parent Nation?
Yeah, so 30 million words, I was very proud of that book. It was really about looking at what children need at the individual level, which is nurturing interaction. It's not about 30 million words, a number of words. It's about that nurturing interaction that parents and caregivers are brain builders. And so it was a very positive response, but it just added more onto their shoulders. And really this is about, okay, what does a society look like that really needs to allow all parents to give their children that nurturing talk and interaction. So the first was embraced, and we'll see what the second. I think the time is right in this country. So.
Well, absolutely. I mean, because people forget, so many kids, whether or not if they were small or older, were affected by COVID. Just the developmental years of not having interaction with their peers and with their teachers, and all, that changes a person. And we all have to figure out how to go forward and bring about better change.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this country is going to see the impact of not having supports.
That's a hard lesson to learn.
It is.
Too
But
hard.
change can come.
Yes.
Change. Okay,
Yeah.
we got to leave that
Thank
on the
you.
positive
Yes.
note. Dr. Susskind, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here's the information for Parent Nation, their social media handles and the website, as well as a book. So just remember, we are not alone out
Not
there.
alone.
We have a nation that we can rely on.
Yeah.
Dr. Susskind, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.